Abdi, a first-time caller out of Canada. Abdi, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hello, Jesse. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, sir. I wanted to talk about my experience with forgiving my mother
Okay.
with you. I remember watching back in 2016. I think it was on the Fallen State. This feminist YouTuber, atheist woman was debating you, and the only reason I watched you was because I used to kind of look up to her because I identified as an atheist as well. But I remember you saying something like, "I discriminate all the time," and I remember catching that and hating you for it, and saying, "How is this guy successful, but he discriminates all the time?" And something in me told me, look at this guy. He's a grown man, and he's just making fun, right? But I didn't listen to that, but something told me to hold on to it. So fast track 2020, I started watching you again, and I was in a bad time. Sorry. Well, I moved out of my mom's house at the time, and I started watching you, and I started... So I started thinking to myself, I was thinking to myself, okay, so I'll watch the guy again because in me something told me I should give. All right. Something told me I should hear everybody out, and that's something I believed in. So sorry. So I heard you out, and I had a question for you, and you answered it in your videos. I asked myself, why do I have fear? Why do I sorry. So you answered the question. You said to go and forgive your mother, but there was no way in hell I wanted to go back. To go back to my mother, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't do it, right? So I thought about I'd rather I didn't want to. Basically, I didn't want to go back to my mother and just forgive her, right? So I didn't do it, and so devil kind of convinced me maybe I should just take my own life. So anyways, what happened next? Okay, so I found myself in the middle of the woods. It was pitch dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anybody, and there was two roads, okay? So there was two roads for me to take, and there was one that was a quick reaction, and I just seen darkness, right? It was a quick reaction. I seen darkness, and I seen my mom, and it was a very quick reaction. And there was another one that was kind of longer, and I had to endure. That was the one thing that I remember. I had to endure it. So I didn't go to the quick one and the dark one because I saw my mom, and I don't want to do that. But it was so easy to do it, right? And it was just a quick getaway, and it was like no fault of my own. I didn't do it, right? But I didn't take it. For some reason, I didn't take it. I just knew something quick like that was too good to be true, so I didn't do it. So I took the longer route, right? And I looked up, and I saw the stars, right? So I knew there was a little bit of light, so I could see at least where my foot was going. Anyway, so I fell in this pit. I got back up, and I didn't get mauled by animals because I can hear animals. So I got back up, and I seen a sign that 1 kilometer this way to some road. I took it, and just when I got to the sidewalk, I looked up, and I looked at the stars, and I realized maybe there's a way that I could be free. So anyways, I went back and I finally took your advice. And I said, okay, I got to forgive my mom because it's the only thing I know that somebody said that this is how you get rid of fear. So I went and forgave my mom. I went to bed, and for the first time in my life, I didn't face the door to guard against my mom coming in. I turned my back like I used to when I was a kid, and when I turned my back away from the door, it felt like I gave up, and I gave everything to somebody else, right? Now I know it was God. I gave it to God. So I turn my back, and I see this dark spirit ram through, come down towards me, and just think of just a typical ghost, right? You see a ghost, it doesn't have legs, it's floating, and it's white, right? But this one was black. Well, so just think of a black, dark figure ghost coming towards me, right?
Yeah.
So it was coming towards me, and it wasn't my body. I can see behind me, but my body was turned, so you can only see my hair, right, the back of my head. But for the first time in my life, I can see behind me, and I saw that I was not my body. And I could see this thing coming at me. There was nothing I can do but watch it. So I watched it coming at me. I was present in the moment, and a white figure smacked it away. It smacked it away, and I was back into my body again. And I realized that there's something else going on in the world that's not physical, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything is every encounter you're having a spiritual encounter first, and then it comes back to the physical. So when I understood that, I realized I had to go and forgive my mom. So I don't know if I did forgive her first or that occurred afterwards, right? I get it mixed up now because it's been like 2 years now. And sorry, I've never been this emotional before, right? After I called you, this is the first time I'm calling you. So it's like this emotion came back up, but I'm trying to watch it.
Right on. Just watch it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyways, for the first time in my life, I got a job, and I started interacting with people, and I can see that my coworkers are possessed, right? I can see that they're not my friend.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't get too comfortable with them. I shouldn't get too close. And I seen that, and all of a sudden, Jesse, something happened to me where there was this light bulb around me, and nobody in the world can touch me. I realized that because the light was around me, but there was something else still in me, and I believe it's the ego now because it turned that away from me from now. But it told me, I should tell them about this light, you know, and I overreacted to that, and the light was kind of taken away from me. But I know it's still with me. I just don't see it now, right?
Yes.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to kind of get off my chest.
Amazing.
But, yeah.
So when you first thought about taking your life, did you try to take your life?
Yeah, I actually did plan it pretty well.
What'd you do?
I don't want to say what the steps I took because I don't want to put it out there like that.
Okay. No,
I'll
that
tell
makes
you
sense.
private if you want.
Okay.
But, anyways, so I went through it. I went on a walk. I wanted to go somewhere in the woods, basically. This wasn't the first, the after encounter before I forgave my mom. This was way before.
Right.
So I went to the woods. I wanted to go into the woods, but I was so broke that I couldn't get there, right? and I couldn't get there, but I can still do it close to my house. But I didn't want to do that, right? Because it wasn't part of my plan. And it was like something told me, and I believe it was God, that I should just keep holding on, just go through this for now, and just keep holding on. I listened to that.
How old are you now?
I'm 29 now. This was around when I was like 23, 25.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, you stay with it. Stay on that road that leads to perfect peace. You stay on it. Stay with it, and it only get clearer, and it's gonna be amazing for you. But stay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been amazing, and it's been amazing so far. And I can see that this world belongs to us, but you just not identify with the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
Yes, sir. And I love your
Amazing.
I love your Sunday services as well. Recently, there was a very, very interesting conversation you guys had.
Thank you. Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, man. Anything else?
No, that was about it. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with the sound player. I know that's the way to connect with God, and I know there's a wall of thoughts in front of it,
Yes.
and you just have to get through that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go all the way through hell to get to heaven. You stay with it. You stay with it. You stay with it, man. It's amazing testimony. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, sir, and have a good day.
You too. Call me again.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Amazing. For those who want to be free, you can be free. Or you can stay in your misery. Really. You can live in your hell. But you just heard a witness to overcoming. Amazing. 888-7753-773. That was mind-blowing and true. You can overcome evil if you want to. And most people don't want to. Just know that. And you'll be in the world, but not of it. Amazing story.